"This is the strangest job I've ever seen. People had to smash their heads against the wall every day, and they had to do it with all their might. It turns out they're a good but STEM robots, whose job is to lay beautiful patterns on paper every day." Jack looked up at the clock, and it was time to go home, so he hurriedly ran outside. This left David completely puzzled. Then, David saw a scallop fall from Jack's body. The next day, all the robots showed up for work on time, except for Jack, whose workstation was empty. While David was wondering what was going on, Jack suddenly ran in at the last second. Then, everyone went back to their dull and boring work. At that moment, Jack looked up at the clock, and he saw there was still 5 hours before he could leave, but his hut was already far away from work. After a long, painful wait, it was finally quitting time, and Jack rushed out again. This time, there were even more scallops falling to the ground. Driven by curiosity, David followed the trail of water stains down a corridor. After passing through a long passage, he was stunned to see Jack riding a surfboard, gliding over the sea, enjoying himself immensely. Then, Jack came ashore, only to find that his hands started rusting from the corrosive seawater. From then on, Jack's body continued to deteriorate, and though he was rusting all over, he still showed up at work as usual. But as soon as quitting time came, Jack would limp away to leave. Seeing this, David quickly urged him not to surf anymore, but Jack slapped David across the face. Then, he shakily passed through the corridor and stood on the surfboard, trembling. As the giant wave approached, David never saw Jack again, but quiet shore was left with only an empty surfboard.